Yo, so it took 17 days. I only noticed because Act kept talking about how long it took him, and you kept going hard about how long it's been since Kendrick responded. I never realized because you kept going hard about how long Kendrick was taking. I never realized that Drake took even longer to respond. It took him 22 days to respond. Everybody's talking shit about Drake and he still responded faster. But either way, I don't personally care about that. Respond whenever you do. Obviously, the faster the better, but respond whenever you do. But 17 days later, Kendrick finally responds. I appreciate you, by the way, because with every single diss track that has come out since we first started talking about it on the podcast, you immediately hitting me up and sending it to me. And I'm on top. That's how I've stayed on top of everything. Pause is because you've been Link. I'm like, the fuck is going on, bro?
I need somebody to talk to about it. So I'm like, nigga, you listen to it too, because I need somebody to talk to.
6 minute word. Because I even said I was like, yo, I'm gonna put this off till later. And you started trying to talk to me about it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to. I guess I gotta listen to this now. Son, well, I know your initial thoughts, but what was your first reaction when you heard Euphoria?
I wasn't blown away the first time I heard it. I gotta be real. I thought it was not I want to say mid, but that's when I was as I said yesterday in our chat. I wanted to see the weapons of mass destruction. I thought it was just another drone strike. Uh, with a couple more spins, um, and I let it I let it simmer in my soul. Yeah, man, pack that boy right on up.
I felt the same way. It didn't take me as long to come to that conclusion, but that's why I was telling you. I was like, yo, I listened to it with the lyrics up in front of me.
Okay.
And like, cause he be doing all these different voices. Sometimes you don't catch everything.
Yeah.
And then he does all these double entendres, triple entendres, and I'm not in tune with everybody's past, so I don't know all the I don't understand a lot of references. So it's like having the bars up in front of me, talking to people. Like I didn't understand the Puffy bar at first when he was like, "Oh, maybe I should bring Diddy back and see if Chubb's really going to crash on somebody." I didn't understand that bar at first. I never knew he got slapped by Diddy.
Mhm.
So it wasn't until somebody explained to me that Diddy slapped the shit out of him now, supposedly anyway, that I was like, oh, now that makes sense.
Right.
Because he never doubled down on that ball. He said, I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm not even gonna explain that. So I'm like, all right. But listening to it like 3, 4 times, having the bars in front of me by the third time, having conversations with different people by because I'm in like 4 different chats talking about the same shit, everybody giving different perspectives. I'm on the phone with my cousin. We on FaceTime talking about this shit. He's saying, yo, Kendrick shit is there. I'm like, yo, bro, you hate Kendrick though. Like
Right.
you don't even think Kendrick is talented. You always talking about he's boring, you hate his voice, blah blah. Like everything Kendrick said about Drake is what my cousin be saying about Kendrick. So I can't take your opinion serious anyway. But just like you, initially, I was like, I was expecting more. And even right now, like I still feel like I was expecting more.
Yeah.
But he still murked them. Like the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, nah, he really killed them.
Mhm.
He bodied them. I listen to Act sit there and stand for him. I listen to Whack 100 say Drake is up 1-0 right now. I disagree with both of them.
I would never listen to anything, any opinion that Whack 100 has on anything ever in life. I I don't give a fuck, man. Whack 100 to tell me my name is Charles Little, and I wouldn't want to hear that shit from him. Like I like, man, that nigga, that is not the that is not who I'm going to for my opinion on a damn thing. But now he packed that man up, and like I said, the only thing about it is like I don't think that it's not unrecoverable from. I guess like
Yeah,
what like that's what I was saying yesterday was like what Push did to him made him not respond. It was so bad that there was like he couldn't really say anything to it. Like this is at least respondable to.
but
I think it's the one caveat I give it.
so now to that point though, right now we both were expecting the nukes, right? We didn't get it. At least that's how we feel right now. Like it was
Mhm.
close to it, but not exactly, right? It's
Yeah,
not what we was expecting. You keep talking about Push understood the assignment. Can anyone even really match what Push did or top that? Like the whole you got a son that you hiding from the world thing, like shut
right,
him
right.
down, like he can't even respond no more. Like, can we even see? Is there anything out there? Is
I,
it even plausible for something to be out there?
no, 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 no.
Like
I mean,
we gotta address his love for minors, right? We could talk about that. But has that even been confirmed?
that's yeah, man. I don't know.
I mean, he do have a whole song on CLB talking about a college campus, which is wild.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I was in college when Drake was touring college campuses. He did come to Dayton one time when I was in school, so that did happen.
yeah, I mean,
Um,
but he's also
but
the same
also
age
too,
as you, so to be
every
touring college campuses now,
yeah,
making songs
yeah,
about TCU or whatever the fuck it was out there in Tech, like that's wild behavior. So
yeah.
maybe it's something along those lines. I don't know.
First off, if he's at TSU, I understand why. Two, everybody at TSU's up. Hey man, hey, I work out at TSU sometimes. Everybody at TSU's of age. Um, but I mean, every time I see him with every dude that say he fucked his girl, that's a grown ass man. So, um,
I'll give him that. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's never been confirmed, at least that I know of. Or he probably would have got canceled. I assume he would have been canceled. So I don't know, but he said, I know some shit about niggas that'll make Gunna wanna look like a saint. Nah, I seen the court documents pulled up. He cooperated with law enforcement while they were investigating him getting robbed. Okay, but it can't be that. Like people on the internet saying is that it can't be that because
street shit is that's where street shit gets stupid.
That was all over the news when it happened. And is he really being a snitch by cooperating with an investigation?
To
I
your
mean,
own
like,
robbery, to a crime committed against you.
he's not a hood dude that got robbed by another hood dude. Like that's gonna handle his. Like we seen a lot of industry dudes get robbed and not go to law enforcement, but those is all hood dudes.
Right.
Drake is a civilian. And I mean, I
Facts.
guess that's part of what he was saying too, though, because he did say he's like, "Yeah, I don't like Drake." When he started talking tough, like, "You're not even like that." Keep singing. I like that Drake. But I really want to know what he was talking about when he said that. I need to know.
That's why we need more tracks.
There was a lot of implications, a lot of inklings, a lot of foreshadowing that I need to be revealed.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, I
We'll
got
see.
him up 1-0 though. Like I wasn't really a fan of the flow throughout the song. As I told you when we was talking in the text about it, I hated how the song started. I've listened to it about 15 times today alone, and I still hate the beginning of the song.
Yeah, me too.
But once that beat switch and it dropped, that boy started going crazy.
No, he got at him. Like I said,
And
he
I
he
can't get over the bar that someone I was talking on Facebook. I know Facebook 2024, but I was talking on Facebook because one of my boys from high school was talking about how like the same reaction as a lot of people. I wasn't feeling the Kendrick shit, blah blah. And I'm like, nah, go back and listen to it, bro. And then I quoted one of his bars, and he's like, "I." And then somebody else quoted one of his other bars, and he's like, "I." Now y'all making me want to go back and I gotta really listen to this again, blah blah, because y'all making this sound more interesting. And I can't get over the ball when he. So in that thread, the other dude ends up saying like, "Yo, he's talking about Jay Prince," which makes sense because Drake always talking about the mob ties and shit. And he said his daddy a killer. He want to be the junior so bad, some shit. But then he's like, he said they must have forgot what he did. Dementia was running the fam. Dementia was running the family. Let shit get shaky. I'll park his son.
Yep.
I know I butchered that, but the
Hmm.
dementia running his family. Let shit get shaky. I'll park his son was OD fire. That's that like the way Kendrick approached it was like a battle rapper. He didn't try to make a fire track. He made a diss track and didn't care if it got radio
He,
play.
he
And
he
even
said the
with
two
that
words.
mindset, huh?
He said it though. He made like a battle rapper. Why? I keep saying because he got the best battler in the world sitting next to him. I I
But
don't
see,
I
here's
don't
the thing though. But see, unlike a battle rapper, as we say this, unlike a battle rapper, he's saying he not going around digging up dirt. But in that same breath, he also came at his parents, in which I thought was fire. Like the way his whole shit was methodical. Like that shit, it was structured like a song, but as a battle rap at the same time. Like when he said, I pray they my when he had the whole I pray they my real friends. If not, then I'm YNWM, I'm YNWM Melly. Before that, he said, I love these niggas to death. Now I'm explaining that line in 8 bars. And 8 bars later, he hit us with the. So he said, "I love these niggas to death. I pray they my real friends. If not, then I'm YNW Melly." That's OD. That's OD. To bring that back around 8 bars later, after hitting us with the breakdown in between, like this is why Kendrick is so fucking nice lyrically. Like he's a fucking gymnast with these words.
no disagreeing there.
And that's why it's like one, you can't judge whether it's a regular song or some shit like this. When it come to rappers like Kendrick, you can't fully judge or formulate an opinion on the first listen, and in a lot of cases, the first few listens, because those ball, like you said, you had to let that shit sit in your soul. Like you had to really sit there and let that resonate, stew in it, think about it, dissect it. And that's when you like, hold up.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't really say that. That's crazy. Let me listen to this again. And it's like, yo, like, and you know what? Even with him not even approaching it as a song, like a song, the way Drake did push-ups, it's still number one on Apple Music. Still has over 8 million views on YouTube in less than 20 in about 24 hours late. Because he put it out yesterday morning. I checked this morning and it was at 8.1 million views. I check right now. It's about what, 36 hours now? Like,
Yeah, something like
and then I was seeing people, oh, this is gonna be the least listened to song of of the whole battle. A lot of people shitting on it, but then when I go to all these Instagram posts with the voting polls, everybody got Kendrick winning. I even sent you one, and you was like, "Yeah, I agree, but not to this like extent." Look, 8.9 million views on YouTube, and he didn't put it on streaming platforms till that like the evening time, East Coast time. It came out like what, like 12, 1 o'clock Eastern
Mm-hmm.
time. And then by like 5, 6 o'clock, I want to say it was on the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And he's already number one on Apple Music, 8.9 million views on YouTube. I don't give a
I
fuck
mean,
about Spotify.
I mean, the YouTube thing. He posted it first on YouTube. Like I said, if Drake
Yeah,
posts any,
for you to hold down, and then I checked earlier, top 100 global on Apple Music. He was
none of this shit you saying to me matters at all.
no, but to me, and it don't matter to me either
Like,
because it's a battle. But I'm saying that for all the people that are trying to downplay what he did by talking
that,
about numbers and making it about numbers or
you
making it
telling me
about whether it's gonna get played in the clubs or not.
none of that
Yes,
is telling me
Drake.
that.
Yeah, like yes, Drake making a hit song or a catchy song while dissing somebody does play a part in him being able to succeed and persevere through battles. But that's not what's gonna determine who wins this battle.
That's
But
why I'm trying to
even
figure why
with
you just
those
spent 3 minutes
people
doing that.
and that's why I'm with you. It don't mean nothing to me. But I had to look at all this stuff just to shut down all the bullshit critics and the people that's speaking against Kendrick in this sense. Like if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. That's your opinion. But to make it about numbers and everything, it's like, bro, like, are we really gonna do this? We even spoke about it last time when it was me, you, X, and Dion about how where you said this ain't gonna affect nobody's numbers because we all like most people gonna listen to both anyway. So everybody talking about how nobody's gonna listen to the Kendrick shit or the 6 minutes is too
Okay,
long.
I'm just letting you talk. I'm watching the game till you get done with this shit. Like bro, cool. You talking about numbers about some shit. Nobody gives a fuck about the numbers. Like the numbers have nothing to do with who's fucking with the song, who's not fucking with the song. That has more to do with niggas being interested. That to me, you're telling me is a lot of people are interested in what's being said, not who's saying it or what. Because if Drake come back and put the shit out on Friday, he put that shit straight on YouTube, it's gonna do fucking just crazy numbers too, and chart the way it do, and all that other shit. Like it's more about I don't. To me, it ain't got shit to do with him. It's just got to do with the overall interest that people have in the shit. I think if you want to speak to it, to like how it's affecting the rap game, how niggas is feeling the energy of the rap game, and that shit got 8 million views, cool. But like the numbers of because like yeah, nigga, it could be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a nigga who don't listen to either one of the motherfuckers and still wouldn't check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to me. It's not a matter of who put that shit out. It's the fact that like two of the biggest rap stars in the world is beefing right now. So it's got more to do with that than if Kendrick did that versus what To me, I don't really give a fuck who's
Yeah.
charting because like the Apple charts is so fucking fluid anyway.
So we can agree that and people buy streams all the time. Like
Yeah.
we know about this already. So before we move on though, couple questions from you.
What's up?
First off, we agree, right? Like Kendrick's up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's up right now. Took him a while to
Mm-hmm.
respond, but his response, while it wasn't to the level that we expect, it was good enough to where he's up right now.
Facts.
You've been saying since like almost immediately after you sent me the link to Kendrick's YouTube, you said it's all right though. Drake gonna respond by Friday. Do you still feel that way?
100%.
What do you expect from me? Are we gonna get the nuke? Do you expect the nuke that you've been waiting for?
No, no, I don't think. I think the thing that the two conclusions I came to today were he's losing, and the other one I came to is I don't think that this is where him being like a Canadian TV ass nigga, like he ain't from him not being this. He doesn't I think he miscalculates one very, and it might be because his position is at the top of the game or whatever. Them niggas hate him, and I don't think he hates them in the same way that they hate him. And I think
He
that's
only
where
hates
like
them because they hate him.
yes, and so like even when his response that I sent you yesterday, it's like it's this playful shit. because I don't think he like. I'm not sitting there trying to shoot him bail. I just don't think he really be like. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think he thinks it's like I don't know. I don't think he's taking it. I don't think he takes that shit as serious. Like I think he gonna come back, fire his shots. But like, there's a different level of like a fucking energy that they bring to him because I think he'd be like, oh, we made music together, like da 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 da, and he don't understand that they fucking hate him. He's the skinny friend, and he don't understand that.
But he was also talking tough in his
He
response.
been talking tough, but like but I just don't think overall when it comes to push, all any of these motherfuckers, I don't think he really understood that these motherfuckers don't like you,
Like
and because
they
I don't,
really want to slap the shit out of you. They don't.
yes,
So what do you think about? See, now this creates more discourse. So what are your thoughts about Kendrick's bar about saying he said this just a friendly fade, don't make it personal, because if you want to take it there, we gonna really take it there. Kendrick telling him, stop, you talking crazy, you getting out of line, relax, let's keep it as a friendly competition, but in the same breath saying, I really hate you.
yeah. I mean, I don't. Both them. That's. I mean, we can keep it a beam. Both the niggas some nerds. Like it ain't like they might have killers around them. Like they neither one of them gonna actually do shit. It's the people around them that's gonna escalate this shit if
But
it
I
get
think
escalated. So
Kendrick has a more, I believe that Kendrick has a more genuine experience of the culture and
I
of the hood. Like
sure I'm not
I wasn't out there doing nothing like that to that extent that they talking, but I've seen a lot of shit. And I
yeah, but
that
like
Kendrick
what
has
but
actually seen and been
cool.
involved in shit. He may not have been the one that did a lot of shit, but Drake ain't experienced none of that shit.
That's all well and good. I guess my point is with that is what the fuck did you expect him to say though? If you don't like you expect the nigga has to tough talk or he
So
be J. Cole.
so do you think that but do you think that Drake is gonna continue to talk tough and try to make this personal, or is he gonna fall back and keep it friendly? That's what I was
I,
really getting at.
where was it personal at though?
Well, he brought up his wife. He ain't say nothing disrespectful, but he brought up his wife.
That's it. Bro, once again, I think that shit is I don't even like when they try to say it's this or it's personal. I think all that shit is personal. Nigga, you all at a certain point, that
I
shit is all
mean, when
personal.
you watch battle raps and you hear people talk about dead grannies and all types of crazy shit, it's like,
And then dap up
yeah,
afterwards.
it's like it come. We feel like it come with the territory. Like this is all a part of the competition. Like,
Hmm.
but then you also hear a lot of people, even within the industry, like that was one of Push's beefs, and why he took it to the level he took it to was because he mentioned Push's wife.
And it's different strokes for different folks. Like
And they be
everybody don't
feel,
get it
and
the
these
same.
industry dudes feel like certain things are off limits.
Yeah,
But Drake has never shown to have any respect for any of these limits, which I respect. Which I respect. I respect. Like I even respected when like people talking about the AI shit was corny. I thought it was disrespectful. I thought it was well played, very creative, and he capitalized on the whole shit with everybody thinking shit was AI.
right.
So like I'm all for the disrespect. I'm with you. I know we that's one thing we'll always agree on when it comes to this battle shit. It's
The
like bring as
disrespect to
much
niggas.
disrespect as possible. I'm a very respectful person.
Fuck out of here.
I still don't understand why one of my boys call me Mr. Disrespectful because I'm a nice guy.
Dirtbag.
I,
Fucking dirtbag.
it's not, I can't even like I can't even say that shit with a straight face. That's why I looked down at the I couldn't even look at the camera. I would have started laughing.
But nah, man, we'll see. Like I said, I think we'll see. I mean, a nigga just, you can't say, that's not keep it personal. It's not make it personal. And I just said something about your son. So like, how that work?
But see, that's what I'm saying is like when somebody said that that bar was for Jay Prince, that made more sense to me. Like it makes
No,
sense
no,
either
no, no, not
way.
that one. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about when he was talking about y'all thought like my life was only rap. Like I'm out here raising my
Oh yeah,
son. Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean?
When
Like
you start talking about him being
so
a parent and shit.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, like I don't. Them niggas, there's a certain level of like hypocrisy in what both of them niggas say because they both be talking about each other's splits. They both talk about each other's like you know what I'm saying. It's just like okay, cool. Like
Yeah, the
I
one
just
thing I didn't like though, that you mentioned it. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but the one
you
thing I
good.
didn't like was him using bars that we heard already against Drake. But at the same time, you did mention to your credit, like there's not much you could really say about Drake that we don't already know.
Right.
It's almost like when the final round in 8 Mile with M and Papa Doc, where he like his whole first verse was like taking all his the first half of his first verse was taking his whole arguments away from him. Like anything you could say about me, I'm gonna say it real quick. But
Yeah.
not then I'm gonna violate you. So it's like it's almost like that in a sense where it's like there's not much that you could say about Drake that the masses don't already know about, but he still found a way to bring up some shit and pique our interest at the same time.
Sure. I just some of that shit. I don't want to say get old to me, but it's like you know, as we was talking about earlier when we all started following each other on IG, and when I'm screenshot y'all niggas pictures from back in the day and shit. We was all lame as fuck back in the day. We all did some corny shit. So it's like I'm with you. Make fun of it all fucking day, but we was all corny as fuck. Like nigga, I've seen some pictures of Kendrick in the last couple of days where he you look lame as fuck as well. So it's like we can
And
do this all day.
you've talked about your real life in your raps, like where you've had like you talked about like how you was in school and shit and like so that's why I said like we said from the beginning like nobody ever expected it to get to another level. We always looked at it as like this is a rap competition, like. But at the same time, I'm starting to feel like it could get to another level
Nah,
because the way these West Coast dudes is talking, it's like the more people talk in favor of Drake, the more these West Coast dudes is ready to start shutting shit down.
niggas
And if
ain't
they
shutting
put
shit
out,
down.
and if they put the no flies on Drake, it's over.
I don't think that I don't know how that works when the nigga has his own country and he's not from here. Like I just don't I don't think that hits the same when you're talking to a nigga that don't even live like he don't live there. He got
No, it's not about him living it out here, but all the shit about you get more love in your in dude own city, and now you can't even pull up because you're not paying nobody off for protection no more, and
man,
they're not willing to protect you no more.
I think Drake can move just fine. Like this is when it gets into this is where like that street shit dies down to me. Drake can hire 30 team fucking secret service niggas that's gonna protect him more than any niggas on any block would. Um so and like where did Drake be at when Drake be in LA? Like y'all, like they be robbing houses. They can't rob Drake's house. Like I just like there's certain things that I'm just like that they it's we that's where I feel like we be trying to like nitpick. Like I do feel like Drake is above hood politics to a certain extent if he wants to be. And like if he you know what I'm saying, if he wants to be above that shit, he could just go be a famous nigga, a famous rich motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like and at the end of the day, he can always just go across the border and you like they can't fuck with him. There's certain things that I noticed that like I was thinking about this just being a cross country fucking beef is like he
Yeah,
can't
because
like you know
Canada ain't letting you in if you got a felony. So all he gotta do
no
is take one step foot over and it's over. There's nothing you can
and
do.
y'all can't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no so that's how I look at that. But like I know he got them houses out in LA and stuff, and I'm like, is Drake really gonna get pressed is he really getting pressed in Cali like that? And also too, is Kendrick really the nigga to be out here trying to press? Like I don't think Kendrick is that type of nigga either to be out here having that on his watch. Like I got Drake out here getting pressed. Both y'all niggas is pushing. Like you always say, niggas is two. What'd you say earlier? 2 days and 40. Like come on, man.
Yeah, they older than both of us. They
Like how
both
you get
38,
like
right?
yeah, but I'm just saying like how you get niggas pressed in LA, you live in New York. Like that's where I'm like that's where the shit get weird to me is like you don't even be in LA to get me pressed.